last night, I was sitting there, couldn't get up any ideas. But then, went to sleep, and it was like, spoken to me in my sleep. That's how it happened. It did. It was there when I woke up. It came to me in the night. So, today, this mechanism's happening. Got a winning idea in my blueprints, which I keep underneath this here hat, and we're gonna get her done. That's all there is to it. So let's get started. Alright, so I got this link from upstairs. You know, upstairs. Everybody's gotten upstairs. And I don't know that I'm gonna use it, but it's here. A bouncy. Gonna use it. Maybe. And then I've got this. I'm gonna use it as well. I want to start back in here. So obviously you can see that ain't gonna be fun. So I'm gonna make my bits, and then I'm gonna figure out how to get my bits in there. My bits in the shits. If this goes to shit, I can always weld the hole. Backup plans, right? You gotta have them. Where do I want it? I'm gonna put twisty jobber over here. Pushy majigger is gonna go in here. I'll put locky jobber right back here. Now I need a hook that can reach around that. This is just gonna be a measuring tool. So that's how big of a gap the hook's gonna need to grab. So it's gonna need to be able to go through that slot. Alright, so here's my template. That little C is the gap it's got to reach around, and then I spaced it up a little because it's obviously can't be right on there. There's gonna be metal. Might have to go a little higher with it actually, and then it's just gonna be an arc. The hook is gonna be a perfect arc. My link's gonna mount on the top, so that way it pulls it back and this rotates right up out of there. Okay, I forgot to hit record, so I cut that out. Then I used my calipers. I lined it up on this edge and scribed an arc, and then I lined it up here and scribed an arc, and that made an X, which marks the center. So that's the center. Now that's going to be welded to this 1/4-inch tube. It's got a little groove on here, so it's got a place to live. Ooh, perfect. That'll help keep it straighter anyway while I weld it. This one's got a little smaller of an inside. Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, and then I can put a Zerk fitting on here so I can grease it. I'm not doing that. That's a good thought though, huh? Yeah. Love talking to myself. My neighbor probably thinks I'm a whack job. That's okay with me. This vise is shitty as fuck. Came with the house. That was the selling point. That was what made us buy. Oh man, that rotates so smooth and there's like no play in it. That is gonna be a perfect switch. It just excites me to no end. Let's make our arms for the hinge. So we can weld those on after. So they're gonna need to be long enough for that and blah blah blah. I'm not too concerned. There we go, made them. After it's welded, I can cut it down. I just need to go straight on. So now these ones will go with a slightly smaller bit. So that fits tight in there. Hopefully that one will do it. So I'll keep this out because I'll probably, after I weld on that thing, need to hit it up again. Set him over there. Let him a little bit back. My pilot. Nope. He's out and about. He's on the loose. He's on the loose. Somebody find him. There it is. Good. I was missing you, buddy. You got more where you came from, but I mean, each and every one of you guys is important to my my goals here. What the fuck was this for? Oh yeah. A little close to the edge there, but that should work. Alright, so those will be my hinges, my top and bottom. Now this needs some arms. So I can probably weld one of these first. I might as well get that hammered on. Beautiful, look at that. So I can weld one of these guys first. And then these I can get hammered into place, cinched into place. See? PP. Ooh.
The entire inventory at westlymotors.com. Remember. Want to advance your career or get a start on a great education? Dakota College.
Online ordering of groceries at marketplacefoods.com. Go to our website.
Alright, so before lunch I made this piece, which is going to be my hook to engage it. It's going to be my lock. I also made this piece. So this will mount against the side of the neck, and this little nub will catch a thing that'll twist that and make a lot of movement from very little movement. PPE! I think that's as close as I want to go. Now let's put some shape on here so they're not just some square lumps. Yeah! Now I gotta drill my hole for my screw to fit through that's gonna mount it to the bracket. There's a nice rumble in the sky. Summer is back. I love it. That'll get me as low as I want to be. Now obviously I'll have to chop out some of this back here, so I'll do that. Alright, let's reconclude, shall we? Alright, so now I have this bracket. That screw's welded there, that hook's on there for life, ain't going anywhere. That's gonna go inside here and get plug welded in place. I'll drill through and then plug weld it. And now the whole concept hasn't changed since the other conclusion. So if I need to, I can weld a new piece on the side of this, on the sides, to guide it. Make a new guide if I need to, because it does look like I might have gone a little high, and I don't want it to be flopping around in there. So we'll see. I'll get it tuned a little bit and see. I want to say that's about the gap I got to deal with. It's got a grab. So as you can see, it won't take much movement to get that lock in. Maybe a ½ inch of movement, and that's what's gonna go there. So now this piece here is going to go on the side of this, near the front, in line with this pivot. And what I'm going to be counting on here, I'm going to cut a slot for this arm to fit through that. And then once that's there, what's going to happen is, as this goes a little further forward, I'm going to weld something on the side here. So as soon as this hits it, it goes like that. And then this is going to be connected here with a link. So I'm going to put a spring on it so when it's not being pushed open, it naturally closes and locks. And then when it hits that, it goes doot and pops that lock. Doot, 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 doot. So that's the idea. So this piece here where I'm pinching is going to weld to the foot so that can pivot. I'm going to cut a slot in there for this arm to fit through. It's going to connect with a link to here. And this is going to weld underneath here, and it's going to be my lock. So there we go. I think it's simple design, so it should last. I just got to finish it up here. Voila!